Alan, how are you today?
I'm preparing for the big storm that's coming. We're supposed to get massive amounts of freezing rain. Hopefully I don't lose power.
You're not going to lose power, and it's a giant eagle storm. I know you don't have giant eagles maybe where you're at, but I believe that this is all smoke and mirrors because they have to get something on the news. Let's hope everyone's going to be gearing down, and then there's 3 inches of snow, or there was just rain. Okay, so our topic today is the flexibility premium. Why optionality is more valuable than returns. What do you mean by flexibility in a wealth strategy?
Flexibility is the ability to defray decisions, redirect income, restructure assets, or change course without triggering unnecessary taxes and penalties. It's not about indecision. It's about maintaining control. Got to have that plan. If you don't have a plan, that's great. Improve on it. If you don't have a plan, you've got to make one.
Why are high returns less valuable if flexibility is lost?
Because returns often come with strings attached. Liquidity events, taxable income, or forced distributions. A slightly lower return with flexibility often produces higher after-tax, after-control outcome because, it's not about rate of return in retirement. It's about distribution of assets. And I asked people, I said, you got $1 million in your stock portfolio. And I said, whose is that? He said, what do you mean, Al? It's mine. I mean, it was 401k. I said, no, you've got a partner. It's called Uncle Sam. You're in a 40% tax bracket. You just lost $400,000. Well, I didn't think about that. It's about control. It's about how much money you have after taxes.
Okay. So how do people accidentally give up flexibility, Alan?
Well, you lock into rigid structures. So assets too quickly absolutely just destroys people. Overcoming or over deferring income or chasing performance without considering timing and tax consequences. You may have something that's great, but it's put you in a higher tax bracket or taxes down the road. It may not be the greatest decision for you.
Exactly. And a lot of people play the market, especially with these high risk returns, that they might be a lot worse off because of taxes, because we don't know what taxes are going to be.
Yeah, but it's just, I had this one client, man, I just lost $140,000 in my S&P account today. I said, you didn't lose anything. He said, what do you mean? I said, you don't lose or gain anything until you cash that out. People have failed to understand that. And the other big thing, Neil, when they have a 50% loss to market, it's 100% gain just to get back to even. And they're not prepared for that.
They're not. So why is optionality becoming more important right now?
Because rules are changing faster than the planning cycle. Flexibility allows people to adapt to tax changes, market shifts, healthcare costs, and policy adjustments without being forced into bad decisions. Just with healthcare costs. My God, healthcare costs are unbelievable now. I see the president's meeting with the top insurance people to find out why these healthcare costs are going up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I have this conversation a lot with Tom Quigley. The costs, if you would look at purchasing with getting rid of those healthcare, it's just gone through the roof. Business owners, 20% more, Alan. It's unreal.
Yeah, but it's just, if you've got the right plans and you've got the right people speaking to you and educating you on these health plans, right now I've got a health plan that will save anywhere from 20 to 30% against the big four like Aetna, Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I have a preventive health and wellness program that they get 1,100 prescription drugs and zero copay. That saves over 20% of healthcare cost. It's money's out there, but you got to be educated on this stuff.
What's a common mistake high net worth individuals make regarding flexibility?
They optimize for returns instead of resilience. They win on paper, but lose freedom. And freedom is what predicts long-term wealth. And again, there's a lot of things that the high net worth clients do. They've been with an advisor for 10 or 20 years with the same strategies all the time. These strategies change every year. And one thing that I ask my clients, I said, when's the last time any of your advisors ever give you any proactive advice on saving taxes? It's slim to never. And the other question I have for them, you may have the greatest advisor in the world, But it's what they don't know that's going to end up costing you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in undue taxes, fees, and lost opportunity costs. And they all agree with me, Neil. They said, Alan, what do you mean by lost opportunity costs? I said, what if I could design a tax strategy for you that's going to pay you income in retirement that's tax-free and eliminate or mitigates all the risk in retirement, and it's paid for by a tax strategy. So you're not paying for it. The government's paying for it because I did the tax strategy. You're getting your money back or reducing your taxes in the future. They all say, Alan, that's great, but how do you do that? It's not how I do it. It's my team that knows how to do that. That's why I have a team of people.
How should flexibility be prioritized in a modern wealth plan?
First off, by diversifying your tax treatment, staging liquidity, structuring ownership carefully, and preserving decision-making authority. The goal isn't maximum growth. It's maximum adaptability. It all comes down to planning. You've got to have a plan. If you don't have one, make one. If you do have one, you've got to improve on it every year, because it's just like a business owner. It may be great for him to be a S corporation this year, but a C corporation the following year. They don't know until they talk to educated people on this stuff. And it's just, all right, are you prepared for your required minimum distributions? Neil, I don't think half the people in retirement know about required minimum distributions. It's not nearly as bad as it used to. It was a 50% penalty if you didn't take that required minimum distribution, plus the taxes. Some of these people would have less than 5% of their money. And this one particular guy I'm talking about, he's 65 years of age.
Wow. So let's talk about specifically what's great is for people to give you a call right now, and you don't charge for your consultations.
No, it's all about education. I'm very passionate about what I do, but I have a team of people I work with. Again, I don't charge my consultations. Give me a call at 910-551-1046 or go to my website. I've got a tremendous amount of information there. That's www.strategicwealthstrategies.com, and my email address is strategicwealth0@gmail.com. And I look forward to helping everybody.
Absolutely, Alan. It's the opportunities you bring are huge. People need to definitely jump on it. Appreciate it, Alan, and we will talk very soon. That was the Strategic Wealth Strategies podcast, guys. Take care. Okay, that's good. And next one.